October U.S. sales. Toyota is ready to increase prices. It's man versus machine when it comes to this Tesla crash and more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Laura Harris. Welcome to Auto News Now. Coming up, more on those stories for you. But first, our lead story. October U.S. sales are in, and some automakers saw an increase. Toyota was up 28%. Hyundai volume rose 7% and Kia rose 12%. Sales were up by double digits for the second straight month at Toyota. And Hyundai and Kia sales advanced for the third straight month in the U.S. This is a result of higher demand for electrified vehicles and an increase in retail volume as the auto industry supply crunch slowly eases. You can read more on these stories in our newsletter, The Daily. To subscribe, go to the More section on our website and click Newsletters on the left side of the screen. Toyota warns of looming price increases as the automaker says it's needed to offset surging input costs, microchip shortages, and slumping profits. Toyota will increase sticker prices for U.S. customers to help soften the earnings below. The big question: how much of an increase will customers be willing to handle? Toyota has been raising prices in line with rising material costs and inflation. But executives say more aggressive action or more frequent increases are needed.
I think in the short term, it's a bit chaotic, to be honest with you. We're half in the ICE world, we're half in the EV world, and so we've got to find our way through together.
The auto industry is changing, and fast. And when it comes to the future of the dealer franchise system, it's no different. What does it look like in the years ahead? We want to know in the short term and long term.
I can say that the changes are jarring, but we have to evolve. So I think that if we can be on the same page, or at least close to the same page, and evolve together, we can best serve the consumers, create brand loyalty, and be as good as whoever it is we're trying to emulate.
Hillary Herron is a partner with Herron Motor Sales. She says that when it comes to dealer and manufacturer relationships, they need to be more collaborative and less combative.
I think that the relationship between dealers and manufacturers, it needs to improve so that we can serve the customer best.
Hillary says dealers are now in a position to do just that, as dealers know their communities and know their consumers. She says customers will demand that kind of contact going forward.
I think that we all need to be on the same page and sharing our thoughts, and I think that being together and talking to each other, I think that's the way that we're going to achieve that.
But collaboration goes beyond dealers and manufacturers. It also happens with legislation. Amy Brink is Vice President of State Affairs at Alliance for Automotive Innovation. She's in state legislatures across the country, talking about the EV transformation. That includes the dealer network and how vehicles are sold. Amy says NADA recently came out with 5 main principles that relate to the distribution of vehicles.
I think they identified the right issues that are facing the industry right now from a retailing perspective, and I think we all have to work collaboratively to find a way to work with all of those.
Amy says there are still problems in the franchise system that need to be worked out, and that they must be careful with how they approach legislation. But when it comes to the future of the auto industry,
the auto industry is so robust, it's resilient, has been for over 100 years. This too, while huge, the transformation can't be understated, we will find our way through it.
Thank you, Hillary and Amy, for taking the time to speak with us. And thank you to all those that attended our Automotive News Retail Forum. It's man versus machine, as a fatal crash caused by a Tesla on autopilot leads to a manslaughter trial. This is a first of its kind test for the occupant's legal responsibility of an occupant in a car that was partly driving itself. The trial is set to begin on November 15th. Experts say this adds to scrutiny of a system that Tesla CEO Elon Musk has touted as a step to full autonomy. That's all we have today for Auto News Now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at AutoNewsTV and online at autonews.com for updates from our reporters all day, every day. I'm Laura Harris. Have a great night, and I'll see you all next time.